Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Katie Val. I'm a marketing specialist here at InsideView. Today, your presenter is Jennifer Veltri. She's in corporate development here at InsideView, and she's an InsideView power user. Before I hand it over to Jen, let's talk a little bit of tech. You may have noticed that your line has been muted. This is to prevent background noise, so Jen can just get through her presentation, but we have saved some time at the end for you guys to ask any questions you'd like. Just type them in the questions pane or the chat window. All right, take it away, Jen.
Cool. Thank you, Katie, and thanks everyone for joining us here today. As Katie said, I'm going to be doing a demonstration of InsideView for sales in the Salesforce environment today. And a little background on me, I am on the corporate development team here at InsideView. So my role here is to reach out to prospects who maybe have never heard of InsideView before. It's a lot of cold outreach, cold calls, emails, and doing a lot of research. So I am living in the InsideView tool all day long to help me get engaged with decision makers faster. So I love the tool. I'm excited to show you guys how I use it and how some of our customers use it as well. So before we jump into a demonstration of the tool in Salesforce, I wanted to first give you guys just kind of a high-level overview of what InsideView is and where we came from and where we are today. So our main mission here at InsideView is to help you drive more revenue. InsideView is a market intelligence provider that integrates with some of the leading CRM and marketing automation providers. And so whether you're in sales, marketing, or account management, our goal is to help you do that smarter and drive more revenue. So with salespeople, helping you find, engage, and win more deals. With marketing, helping you deliver more sales-ready leads to the sales team. And then on the account management side, helping account managers or CSMs to increase customer retention and growth. We're currently working with about 19,000 companies, and as you can see here, we work with everyone from Microsoft to Amazon to even like Rosetta Stone and the American Red Cross. So a lot of different companies of different shapes and sizes are trusting InsideView with their data needs. So before I kind of discuss some of the key challenges that we've seen, I want to kind of give you guys a background story on why InsideView is here today and what our original main mission was. So our CEO and founder, Umberto, when he was working at his previous company, noticed that his top sales rep was, exceeding his quota every month because he was picking up the newspaper every morning and reading the news and trying to look for relevant business triggers or insights into the companies that he was targeting. He was using those to get engaged with decision makers faster, grab their attention, and then he was also using that to help him kind of prioritize which of those companies, based off of what's going on in their world, are most likely to have a need for the solution they were selling, right? So Umberto saw this and he said, okay, so not only is it important that my sales reps have accurate data, but they also need timely data. So where can they get this? How can they use it to focus, like I said, on those deals that are going to most likely buy? And then how do I put that into a solution so while my sales reps are being, having more research, they're also saving time and not spending too much time doing research. So that's how we created the solution InsideView for Sales. And we've been working with our InsideView for Sales customers. We've been around for about 10 years now, and we've noticed over the past couple of years that same kind of timely and accurate data is also needed on the marketing and account management side. So we recently created solutions built for marketers and account managers as well. With marketing, we've noticed that their key challenges are getting those quality leads to the sales reps and faster. And then on the account management side, they also need that intelligence so that they can not only just have a better relationship with their customers, increase engagement, but also stay on top of all the changes that are happening within their accounts, whether that be a leadership change or an acquisition or something of that sort. So InsideView now is really a full funnel solution. As you can see here, with InsideView for Marketing, that starts at the top of the funnel, and we can help marketers to clean their existing database, also clean and enrich inbound leads as they're coming in from either your website or from a webinar like this. And then we also help marketers to create really highly targeted campaigns, not only based off of what their target market is, but also based off of those relevant business triggers that I was talking about earlier. So With InsideView for marketing, once that lead becomes an opportunity, then you have InsideView for sales, where what I'll show you today, this is helps sales reps to not only find the right companies and contacts to go after, but also we give them the social and news insights and connections so that they can get engaged with those companies and those contacts a lot faster. And then once those leads and those opportunities convert to customers, then you have InsideView for account management, where this is going to help those account managers stay on top of all of those changes that are happening that might say, okay, this might not renew, or this could be a great cross-sell or upsell opportunity. So before I dive into the demo, I'm about to get into it, but I did want to talk specifically about InsideView for sales. And before I do that, I want to talk a bit about how the sales landscape has changed quite a bit. With so much information being out there accessible to our customers and our prospects, I actually found recently that 57% of the decision-making process is made before the first sales call. So what does that mean for us as sales reps? If our customers are way more informed and they've probably already made their decision before they even talk to one of us, as sales reps, that means that we have to be more informed. And we're not going to get the response rates, or we're not going to close the deals that we need to if we're just using company and contact information. What this diagram shows here is the percentage of response rates using different components of intelligence. And these three components right here are what we put into InsideView for sales and across all of our solutions so that you can be more informed. We found that if you are just reaching out to a customer or a prospect using only data, so think of a business card, only that company and contact information, your response rate is only going to be at about a 6 to 8%. I've talked to some customers and they said it's even lower. It's probably 2 to 3%. But if you throw on top of that, or layer on top of that, business events or insights, what I was talking about earlier, a merger, acquisition, leadership change, maybe a funding development, that's going to increase your response rate to 24 to 32%. And then if you layer on top of that a relationship or a connection that you or your coworker may have to a prospect, that is going to increase the response rate dramatically. We've seen it be at 44 to 84%, and that just really depends on the strength of the relationship. But we found that using your network and using your coworker's network is definitely going to help. So let's jump into the demo, and I want to show you guys how this information is incorporated into Salesforce and into InsideView for sales. So let me, okay. So here I have up Salesforce, and I have an account page pulled up for Marketo. So if you scroll down to the bottom here in Salesforce, you'll be able to see the InsideView iframe. This is where all of the data, insights, and connections will be, and you can view this information on an account, a lead, a contact, and an opportunity in Salesforce. So no matter how your sales reps work, this information will be available for them, and everything's just a click away. So let's first start with that first component of intelligence, the data. So all of the basic company firmographic information, the employee count, revenue, main phone number, company website is available here at the very top, and you can easily sync all of this information over into Salesforce to either update or add an account. So it's very easy for your sales reps to add information, because we don't want them spending too much time in Salesforce doing admin work. We want them on the phone selling, right? So I love this feature. Another thing I want to point out about the data that I think is important is that with any record that you're looking at in InsideView, whether it is a company or a person, we're going to show you where that information is coming from. InsideView, as a data provider, we're more of an aggregator. We're a bit different from our competition in that we're pulling from multiple sources to give you the most accurate and timely data that we have. So we partner with other data providers like Equifax, Thomson Reuters, Capital IQ, and then we also, on top of that, we'll scrape the web from public and press releases, things like that. We will pull from social media. We have a crowdsourced feature that allows our users to go in and update information. And then we also have our own editorial team that, on top of all of that, is validating this information constantly. So whatever source that we pull from, we have algorithms on the back end that are saying, okay, this is the most accurate and up-to-date information, and that's what you'll see right here. So as you can see, this record came from Thomson Reuters, it came from S&P, and a couple of other places as well, and we only gave you what we know to be the most accurate and up-to-date. So that's the data piece. Now, let's say I want to get into Marketo. I need to, find a way to get the decision makers within that company's attention. Well, now I'm going to use those smart agent results, or what I was talking about earlier, the business triggers, to get their attention. It looks like Marketo has a new integration with Facebook, so a new product offering, new partnerships, and a couple of other insights around the CMO and Dreamforce. So these are all great reasons for me to reach out to Marketo, say, hey, congratulations on your new integration with Facebook. I would love to talk to you about how InsideView can help in this way or that way. And InsideView makes it very easy to click out to these articles so that you can, pull quotes or read a bit more so that you're as informed as possible without having to spend too much time researching. So now that I have something to say when I reach out to Marketo, let's figure out who within Marketo I need to reach out to. So this is where you will view all of your connections and then the people as well. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this out just for demo purposes so that y'all can see it a bit more. One moment. I'll just do this. So I just opened it up into the standalone version. It's easier to see when I'm demoing, but this is where you will find all of the decision makers within Marketo that you need to reach out to. You can filter it down by, C-level executive, VP, and then also by job function. And what I like to start with before going straight for, I target sales and marketing folks, I like to look and see, okay, who within my company is connected to, the prospects here at Marketo. What InsideView does with our connections is we basically show you a map of, well, let me just pull it up, a map of how you and your coworkers are connected to your prospects. So if I wanted to get in touch with Brooke Flanders at Marketo, I could possibly ask Damien for an introduction. Damien's one of my coworkers, and it looks like they used to work together at InsideView. That's right. Lots of connections here. So it looks like I could also ask, Stefan and Andrea for a referral. And if I wanted to just send Stefan a quick email asking him to introduce me to Brooke, this nice little Outlook window pops up and I can just shoot him off an email. And this, again, is where you're going to see those response rates increase from, 6 to 8 to 44 to 84%. I love this feature because my personal network, and I use LinkedIn quite a bit, but my connections on LinkedIn aren't very strong. I've been in sales for about 3 years, and a lot of my connections are friends or recruiters. So being able to leverage, my boss and my boss's boss and, Umberto, our CEO's connections is very powerful. So let's now take it out to the build a list. Let's say that you wanted to find new companies to reach out to. So this is any kind of standard, list where you can build company and people. So let's go ahead and just build one out. You can save your territory here, which is really nice. I'll go ahead and do my current territory. You can then filter down by industry. So I like to do computer software. If you have a very specific industry that's kind of hard to define and maybe we don't have it listed out exactly right here, we also give you the ability to search by NICS and SIC codes, which is really nice. I know I have a lot of customers that that's very important for them. You could then filter it down by business types if you only focus on public, or maybe I just want the headquarters, then we can do that. And then there you go, right? I could build this list out, and this is how 95% of sales and marketing people build lists today. And it looks like I have about 600 companies that I can go after in my territory in the software industry, which is great information, but this is a lot of companies and a lot of people to reach out to. So I want to really get it down to, who is going to be most likely to buy now, right? What I was talking about earlier, prioritizing your contacts in your company so that you can only focus on those that are going to convert to opportunities. So let me take it a step further, and this is where the second component of intelligence, the smart agents or the trigger events, comes in. So I can say, only show me, the companies in my territory, and then only show me those that are expanding operations. This will pull a list of companies that have had something in the news about them expanding operations in the past 30 days, and it looks like there are none. So let's try another one. This will happen, but it's great. Let's see. We could do new product offerings, and none again. Let me change this a bit. It's a little too specific. 0 to 400. And we'll do funding development. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this might be a glitch actually. This is kind of strange, but what this would do is it would show me a list of companies that in the past 30 days have had, a recent acquisition or a recent product offering or something like that. So that's strange that it's not pulling any. I think that might be a glitch of some sort. Let me do all locations. Yeah, that's strange. That's not right. So sorry for the technical difficulties, guys. Sometimes the demo environment acts a little funky, but essentially this would pull me a really great list of people that I can call down this week and have something relevant to say to them, which is really powerful. So now let's show you guys the watch list. This is where you can actively watch the companies or the contacts that you're trying to talk to, right? I have a list of my targeted companies, so these are the people that I'm trying to reach out to and get engaged with. And rather than, check up on them every day and do all of this research, InsideView is going to give you the information that you need and deliver it just straight to your inbox. So by putting these companies on a watch list, whenever one of my trigger events occurs, so say like, a merger acquisition or something like that, I'll get this email. So today, this was my my daily summary for my targeted accounts, and it looks like some of my accounts have had recent partnerships. One of them was acquired by IBM, so I actually should probably move that out of my list. And then, another about expanding operations and another partnership. So all great things for me to reach out and say, hey, congrats on your new partnership. Would love to talk to you about how InsideView can help in these ways. I want to show you guys how you can upload, or not upload, but basically select the smart agents that are most relevant to you. I have a lot of customers that for them things like research and development and data security are really important. So these are the 18 standard agents that we offer to you. And as you can see, I've only selected the ones that are most important to me. I have other customers that only want to know about data security. So the great thing about this is that it's only showing you what's most relevant. You're getting to filter out all the other noise so that you don't waste any time. InsideView also allows you to create enterprise or custom agents, so things that are very specific to the solution that you're selling or what your company can offer. So for us, we have growing sales team and sales methodology. These would be great things for me to reach out to a company and say, hey, I saw that you guys were talking about sales methodology on your blog. I'd love to chat. We have some people right now that are doing very specific, or customers right now that have specific custom agents around master data management and other more specific data security needs. So our CSMs here at InsideView are great, and they'll work with you to create these custom agents so that you can get the most specific news that you're looking for. Alrighty, so that is at a high level InsideView for sales within the Salesforce environment. There's a lot of other really awesome features, but this is really all I had time for today. So if you all have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me. Let me take it back to the PowerPoint real quick.
Jen?
Yeah.
It looks like we do have a few questions.
Great.
Let me just pull them up. The first one is, do you use any other model data to identify who to call / how to prioritize leads?
Any other model data?
Yes. I think
yes. I use, the first thing that I use is the connection. So if I know that anyone is, connected, I start with that to prioritize. Then I do the smart agents. And then I also like to use this buzz tab. This will show you, what your prospects and what the company is like tweeting or posting on Facebook about. So this is helpful. And then I also like to look at competitor information. This will show you, who the competitors are within this space. And then it'll also show you which of those are your current customers. Right here it says reference customer, so this means that NetSuite is a customer of InsideView. So I could mention to Marketo, hey, companies in your space are using InsideView to do this and that. And so that's another way that I kind of prioritize the accounts that I think are going to be most likely to want to have a conversation about InsideView.
Awesome. I think he may have been asking about predictive intelligence, and we are not a predictive intelligence company, but a fun caveat to that is 5 of the top predictive intelligence companies use our data.
Yes, that is true.
So we do not offer predictive intelligence, but we can tell you somebody that does, and they use our data.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
Let's move on. It's a specific question about what fields we offer, Jen, and the question is install information a field you track, and if so, how refined is it?
Intel information?
Install information.
Install information. So like technologies used, is that what they're asking?
I would say yeah.
Yeah. So right now we do not provide any intelligence around, technologies used or anything like that, or install information, but that is something that we're planning to add, and you would see it right here as another tab. It would say technologies used, and I believe we're adding that in 2016, possibly Q1 is what I have heard. I hope that answers the question.
It does. Thank you, Jen. One last question. What type of global reach do you have in a company for contact data?
That's a great question. Our global reach is, in the past year, has actually expanded significantly. We recently, this year, have added 16 million contacts, and there was a really big focus on our global reach. So a lot of those contacts are in Europe and other parts of the world. I would say we're strongest in Europe, and then it kind of goes down from there. We have a really great infographic on our website too that talks about the data we just added and where specifically in the in the world that we focused on. So which countries and things like that. I'd be happy to send that over to the person that had that question.